For all your TCG needs, make sure to check out sabatcg.com. What's poppin', everybody? This is Saber94. I'm gonna be using the Zoroark and Zoroark EX deck again. It's probably what you guys are gonna be seeing for the most part right now. I don't have any ideas for any other decks. I've repeatedly said I would have loved to use the new Salamence, use the cool full arts, but it's just not good. It needs, I don't know, we need some new cards maybe for him to gain a partner. You could technically, if you were really like in a dream world, try and use him with Blaziken and get energy acceleration that way, turn after turn, and then maybe use some few manual waters too, but it's just such a bad idea to run two stage 2 decks that don't really give you any consistency, like with Pidgeot and Mamoswine. I mean, Mamoswine and Pidgeot, they help each other so much, and the deck can still run into problems, of course. So to run like two stage 2s that don't have any added consistency, you're gonna need more than a miracle to make a deck like that work, like with Blaziken and Salamence together. So that idea is scratched, and there's nothing else I can think of to power up the Salamence. I've already used most of the good stuff from Journey Together. Tyranitar was a complete failure. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did get a few random victories, but it's only against like decks that run a bunch of items and then your opponent can't do shit, and then they just lose that way. That's it. I mean, yeah, the item luck is the point, but it's like you're winning through luck. You're not winning because the card is that great, to be honest, in terms of the attack and the HP, of course. So anyway, we're playing against Roaring Moon. Possibly this is a deck that I'm gonna use again. I mean, I've already done it behind the scenes, like off screen. It's just a simple deck that it can still sort of work even with the loss of Greninja. And basics, like using big basics or just really fast Pokemon seems to be the way to go, like fast stage 1s right now. Like the Zoroark. People were telling me it's bad, and I think it topped a regional in the UK. I think it topped a major event. I mean, it doesn't need rare candies to evolve, so Buddy doesn't hurt it as much. The Darkness typing, you know, gives you some decent coverage against some decks. And you got some decent options. I mean, I don't know if they're going to come out with more stuff to help Zoroark out. It does maybe need another option for an attack, like something to hit through effects would be good. But you got the Darmanitan attacks, you got the Reshiram attacks, you got options. So in this particular matchup, I'm not going to have an advantage though, because with the 200 HP this guy can have with the tool, I can't one-hit KO him by hitting for 170. And then if he hits me, I use the Outrage attack. I mean, I was going to be two-shotting it anyway, so that's not really practical either. So he's going to have the advantage, I would say. Ah, freaking dog outside going crazy. My neighbor's dog. Damn it. Alright, we're going to get the Zoroark EX, and I just need my Stadium or a Switch here to be able to attack. We're going to discard the Youngster, see what I can draw. And I do see End's Castle. Perfect. So this means I can make an attack. I'm obviously not going to be able to one-shot this thing, but at least save the Reshiram, plus put some pressure. Like in the early beginnings, Roaring Moon doesn't do that much damage. So I just hope it's a 2-hit KO or worse, so we can at least get 2 attacks off. And then if we can do that, then Zoroark has sort of did his job. I need to get more setup and get more stuff to deal with this guy better. He's going for the hiker guy, which I still haven't memorized his name. It discards a bunch of stuff. None of the capsules though. That's what I want to see go away, but if he's smart, he'll keep those. But there really isn't any way for me to one-shot this thing if I'm not hurt. I guess the only way is if he discards a lot of energies and then I can copy Darmanitan's attack and do 200. That's possible, but it won't be easy. Sadag lets him get energies from the grave too and attach them, so... Alright, boss's orders, I don't need that yet. And youngster, I'm going to use that to draw. Spread the energies around. Darmanitan is going to be key either way, so that I just use a non-EX Pokemon and put him in an awkward spot of prizes. So we're going to get the Darmanitan. I could have grabbed the Zoroark, but let's not do it just yet. I will be using the Iris next turn. So I'm going to discard the energy, draw 2, and get this KO right here. At least I'm putting some pressure. Gotta get as many prizes as we can before Roaring Moon becomes too strong. Yeah, and as I was saying, I mean, besides the Zoroark, I might use Roaring Moon again for the channel. I think a lot of you guys might be bored of seeing that guy, but I hate using stuff and I just lose because of the format being shit. Like, you gotta use stuff that gives you an edge. And this guy, at least he's a basic. You don't need to evolve to stuff. If you get the right cards, you can start attacking, put some pressure quickly. You know, technically he cares about the item lock, but depending on what you draw, you might not care for it. This Zoroark is also kind of sweet because it's a stage 1. It's consistent most of the time. And got some good options. What else? I mean, any deck that I use with small Pokemon that needs rare candies pisses me off to use. I hate the Munkidori shit. I hate the Dragapult shit. I just hate all that crap. So, I don't want to be running cards like that. I mean, Mamoswine, we did okay with it. But you can still run into problems. Damn, this guy made it to 160. That's too bad. Alright. So, he successfully got the KO. If he couldn't get this KO this turn, it would have been huge. But he did. And I'm going to go for this Iono here. It's a bit risky, but my deck is kind of thinned out. Should be able to see some stuff, right? And I do see Zoroark and the Darkness Energy. So that's good enough for now. I'll attach this energy and I guess I'll discard the Stretcher. I mean, I could have discarded the other Zoroark, to be honest, since the Stretcher can get that back. I think we'll get by with this stuff. I mean, if he targets down the Darmanitan, he'd be doing me a favor, so I doubt he'll do that. I doubt he'll target the Reshiram as well, so I think I'm good with my Pokemon. I'm not going to need much recovery. At 170, this guy's still alive. He's powering up the other Roaring Moon as well. Both of them got the tools. And discards the big Raging Bolt as well. Huh. I suppose technically this is an ancient Pokemon, so you can discard to boost the damage. Featherbird down 2. Gonna be annoying. So, given that this guy is guaranteed two-shotting me now, I would like to retreat the Zoroark, so we will. Use the Iris, draw a lot of cards again. Get the PP up, Darumaka. Am I going to play that down? I don't think so. Play the other Reshiram down and draw 2. So boss's orders and the catcher, they're going to be good towards the end of the game, maybe if I target down the feather bird, which I'm gonna have to, because otherwise this guy's just gonna outpace me. I need to give myself a sort of prize edge here. I commit, I give away 2 prizes, he only gives 1, so now the damage I'm doing is pretty much the same as the damage he's doing, so he has the advantage. Domanitan gets me the kill, and more darkness energies are getting into the grave there. Can we make it? I mean, saving this hurt Zoroark, it'd be great if he doesn't do shit with it, so I can literally just use him later to finish off the feather bird, or just go for the rage attack on this dude, get a 1-hit KO. I need to get a 1-hit KO. I can't be 2-hit KO on this guy while he does so much damage. So the nest ball, feather bird is helping me a lot, quite a bit. I gotta get rid of this guy, so I cut his draw too. Gets the Magus or Mischievous down. Why you did that, I don't know. Goes for the manual. What else? And goes for Lacey. Shuffle and draw. Only 4. Why are you running this bad supporter? Or a very situational supporter, let's just say that. I mean, I guess I think her effect is if I'm down to 3 prizes, or yeah, if I late game, she gives you some good shuffle draw, but if it's not late game, then she's not that good. I want to have more consistent stuff, or just stuff that I can control better at least. There goes the Domanitan. Shit. And I don't think I got much choice. I gotta use this Zoroark just to finish off this guy, and then hopefully he doesn't see anything. Get the other Domanitan out. So I'll have options. I doubt I'll use the Sigilif, so let's discard that. Draw 3. And can get a few more draws here. Wonderful draw from Zoroark. And let's do one more with my greedy ass. Get rid of the Ultra Ball, get rid of the stuff I don't need. And got a bunch of supporters. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm gonna get this big KO, and then I hope he can't power up another moon, basically. Because there's nothing down. He's gonna have to commit something that's gonna have to retreat as well. So I hope this works out. I need to sort of buy a turn here. If he can't kill me, then all I gotta do is just use boss's orders to kill the feather bird. I mean, maybe then it would have been good to keep the Sigilif. But if I can just get rid of the feather bird, I'll be in a good position still. Anyone that knows where this music's from knows. Alright, so the moon comes down. He also has this side, damn it. I mean, I guess he really didn't use many, if at all, so makes sense. So all he needs is a manual, and he can easily pull off an attack. It's got the capsule as well. Damn, he just didn't discard any of them, didn't miss any of them. Always had those around. Shit. So this is getting kind of bad, because he's going to be able to finish off the Zoroark. He's going to be at 1 prize. This is pretty dangerous. Just 1 boss's orders and it's game over. I do have the Iono, but I am worried. He's discarding all the unnecessary stuff, still boosting the damage. It's actually very possible for him to hit for 280. So I am pretty worried. If he gets into that range, then there's nothing I can do. You know, if he's running all the other ancient cards like the Hiker Dude and other stuff that I don't run, I know that it's very easy to get into the 300 range. So yeah, 260. God damn. So this means if he just discards one more ancient card, he can get the 1 KO and then it's game over. I got nothing that can survive besides the Zoroark. The Iono or Iono should cripple him here, I think. But this is going to be pretty huge. I need this guy to die and I need him to not get another attacker. It's possible. Hopefully he can't draw anything. So he just draws one card. I won't even be able to finish off this moon, so he won't be able to draw extra cards with the bird. Discard the Reshiram to draw 2. And yeah, we can only do 170. He used the Super Rod to shuffle back Darkness Energy, so I can't quite get the Germanitan attack off, damn it. Alright, it's the moment of truth. 2 cards in hand, can you do something? This game is pretty long as well, but I mean, he grinded it out. I mean, he put the capsules on the dudes, make sure he saved those, or I don't know, maybe it was just dumb luck. He was running some questionable cards, really weird cards to see, but he made it this far. So my plan worked. He couldn't do anything, just attacked. Zoroark is alive. I put him to Iono once again. I'm going to finish off this moon with the Zoroark. And he's not going to have anything. He'll be able to draw cards with the Feather Bird. But if he can't get another Roaring Moon going, I win. You know, he definitely needs Sada. He definitely needs another Roaring Moon. I guess maybe Koraidon could work as well if he plays that down and attacks, but he needs one of those 2 Pokemon. Nothing else would work. Definitely needs Sada as well. Mismagius can't be powered up because he needs 3 energies. That's impossible. So I'm safe from that. Flip the script, draw 3. 5 cards in hand. Will you make something happen? I just don't want to see him play Sada. That's it. I don't want him to use Sada. And he uses those dudes to draw 3, so I already know it's game over right now. I've won. You playing that, it just gives me the sigh of relief. You support it for the turn, there's no Sada. You can't power up anybody, so I just win. Perfect. So maybe he's thinking he's just going to leave the Mismagius there and buy some time. Or the Misdreavus. Fluttermane. But I got boss's orders, I got the catcher. It's a GG, my friend. All I gotta do is pick on the Feather Bird as planned, and we get the GG. So pretty close, but I mean, he had the advantage. I did everything that I could, and it worked out. But against this deck, Moon would have the advantage. With the right list, you do shit right. Zoroark doesn't really have much of an advantage against him. Okay, and I get the last 2 prizes. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. Sub to the channel, leave a like, share the video with your friends. See you guys next time. What hey?